laws of Yahweh, man. All right.
Whether you like it or not.
That's right. You got anything else on that?
Yeah, I just want to finish it off though.
All right, bring it.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor, they became as dung for the earth.
That's right. And when you go actually into that dung, we actually had Hamites keeping the dung gates inside our temple, man. So, and that's just going back into the lowly estate that the other nations are going to be brought to, especially the Canaanites and the Hamites. Y'all are literally going to be cleaning the dung places out of our temples, man. And that was the lot literally given to Hamites concerning the temple in Ezekiel, man.
Y'all was about to go grab that.
Yeah, the dung places, man. They cleaned the damn temple and wiped up did everything that they needed to do concerning the temple. What's going on, man? What do we consider ourselves?
Yeah.
Well, we're Israelites.
Okay.
You ever heard of the Hebrew Israelites before?
I've heard of them, and
Jesus Christ was an Israelite.
My grandfather was also Christian, and I received against the Jewish people. Okay. And what is that? I mean, I hope you guys are not.
Are we spreading hate towards the Jewish people?
Yeah, because it's
We are the Jews.
Yeah, we are the Jews.
The people, the Shemites,
Yeah, Shem. Yeah.
We Shem.
You can say Shem. You can say Shem, but guess who's also Shem? Asians are Shemites.
That's right.
Ishmaelites, who you call the Islamic states, they're Shemites.
That's right.
So there's a bunch of Shemites. Shem is not just technically and ultimately designated towards the Jewish people as you know today, colloquially Jewish people as you know today.
Shem came before Abraham,
came
which
before
means
Abraham.
everybody under him is technically a Shemite. Edomites, Jacob,
Moabites,
Moabite.
who are the Chinese.
So what does that make me?
You'll be a Shemite
You'll be a
too.
Shemite too.
Okay.
Did you come from Isaac?
Oh.
What is your dad? What was your dad? What race was he?
Well, he was Caucasian. Well, I mean.
What was his father? Do you know?
My surname is Dunn, so that goes back, via
Like D-U-N-N?
D-U-N-N, yeah. So
Yeah.
that was
at a plantation. Because I think the Dunn family, and I know this because I know somebody with the last name Dunn, and they talked heavily about the Dunns being they had a plantation.
Well, most of them came over as laborers from Ireland.
Well, yeah, you had indentured
Yeah.
servitudes that enacted inside of indentured servitude.
Well, after
receiving
that,
profit,
the
receiving
potato
profit.
famine. The potato famine. And
Right,
so-
receiving profit.
Yeah.
But that's also an attestation to the white race because the white people don't treat their own people right. So they're not gonna, if they can't treat their own people right, they're damn sure not gonna treat somebody outside of them right either.
If they did, they wouldn't be selling like drugs right here.
Right. That's right.
Both sides of the street, man.
That's right.
Well, yeah, I mean, all races sell drugs. I mean,
That's right. So, do you believe that those people in the land are actually the children of God, actually the children of Jacob?
Well, I believe that those who qualify for Zionism are the
actual
Israelites
Jews.
of the Bible. Yes, I do. And also, the hate group Christian Identity denies that. They think
No, Christians actually believe
Christian.
that those are the people.
I'm talking the identity movement.
Yeah.
I'm talking Christian Identity movement.
Okay.
Okay. They think that that the white Aryan people are the Israelites, and the Jews of today are either products of Esau Edom, who sold his birthright for a pot of stew, or worse, the spawn of Satan. I'm sure you've heard that.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the Christians, namely, don't believe that those are Edomites, because the Christian world doesn't know that. There are some Christians that are high up that do know that, but the mundane Christian believes that those people are the people of God. But do you know why a lot of Jewish people don't believe in Jesus Christ? Do you know that? Do you know why they don't believe in Jesus Christ?
There are several theories.
One of the main.
You tell me.
One of the main theories is because Jesus Christ damns them about being in the land. Jesus Christ literally said, until I come back onto the planet, the land will be trodden down of Gentiles until the time of my return. So the state of Israel, Palestine, and all of those neighbors of it, all of those people in that land are Gentiles.
Well, he said, say not that you were sons of Abraham, because God can make Abraham out of these
Yeah, that's because at that time that's going into something else. But get Luke 24 and 21. Because we want to stay on track with this is why a lot of Jews don't believe, right? And we want you to back up real quick because just for security purposes.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, bring Luke 24.
Okay.
Yeah, bring it up.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 24 and verse 21. But we trusted that it had been he which should have redeemed Israel, and besides all this, to the
21. Oh, Luke 21.
21?
21, yeah.
It's like 21, 24.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is right.
Yeah,
You
bring
got
it
it.
up. Bring it up.
This is out of the red letter. Luke chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations.
So Jesus
That
Christ.
was the diaspora. That was the diaspora.
Yep, that was the diaspora.
18 AD.
It could be 1880.
80 AD.
Yeah, 70 AD, and
Yeah,
then it was
and
ultimately in the
Bar
Bar Kokhba revolt in 136 AD. You know about the Bar Kokhba revolt, the actual last Jewish and Roman fight that happened? That was in 136 AD. That's when they were ultimately cascaded out, right? Bring that out.
Yeah,
Bring that out.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool.
Y'all bring it up.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
That's right. So the people in Jerusalem will be trodden down of Gentiles, meaning Gentiles will inhabit it, right? Keep going.
Until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
So we know that times goes back into eon, and this goes back onto a eon of time of people that rule. So the time of the Gentiles, until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled, there will be Gentiles trodden in on Jerusalem. Mm-hmm. And we know that Christ's kingdom is not ruling right now. We know that the time of Christ is not now. It's the time of the Gentiles. So as long as it's the time of the Gentiles, those are not the people of God. That's
it's
what the Bible
impossible for them to be the people of God. Because
impossible.
Yahweh Shai, Jesus Christ, is not back.
Exactly.
So do you take that? Do you believe the word? And now you know them to be false? Or do you still think that they are the chosen people? That those are the so-called Jews?
Yeah.
That's why
I've got a
Jewish people
process.
don't believe in Jesus, because Jesus damns them about being in the land. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Well, again, it doesn't. You know, I mean, it was they
Converted?
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. What do you think about like Benjamin Disraeli?
Benjamin Netanyahu?
Disraeli.
Oh, the Israeli people?
Disraeli, the one who he was a convert to Christianity.
Right.
He was a convert to Christianity. He was the first Jewish prime minister of Israel.
Yeah,
So the Jews can't convert.
So they set him up.
Yeah.
It was between British and the Brits in America that set those people up in that land. Was that at the end of World War I or something like that?
Yeah, and then they instituted the Balfour Declaration.
Balfour Declaration.
So, but the Lord said that He was gonna deliver His people. He didn't say that He would send some other man.
That's right.
You know, just like let me get a scripture on that, because we know
Isaiah 11.
we know that what's his name? We know that the Lord delivered His people from
All perils
from
and captivity.
Yeah, especially from out of Egypt, man. Let me go to scripture. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse. I think I'm gonna read from verse 11. No, wait 1 second. Oh, verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
That's right.
So if the Lord delivered us before, He's gonna deliver them again. And that's what you see prophesied, and you don't see any other nation deliver the Israelites out of Egypt. It was the Lord by His own power.
Them being taken literally from captivity to captivity.
Okay.
Yeah. It literally says that the Israelites will be downtrodden and there will be none to help them. So that doesn't mean that they would have the most money per capita in all demographics that are poor, nor would they have nuclear warheads or anti-aircraft defense systems. It said that the people of God will always be downtrodden and in a lowly estate at the arrival of Christ.
And actually, when it said that we shall be trodden, in that scripture we were just reading,
Right.
You know, Israel is more than just, or even Jerusalem is more than just a land. It is a people
A
too.
people before a land. It
So
says that in
we are.
Psalms.
So even here, we're still being downtrodden.
Yep.
No matter where they are, because we've been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, the Israelites are trodden.
Yep. And according to Ezekiel 36, a prophecy, it literally says that the people that have parted my land and that are in the land, in the terms of end times, are Edomites. It calls them Idumeans.
Mm-hmm.
So Ezekiel 36 literally prophesies that as well, which is why a lot of Jewish people don't believe. A lot of Jewish people don't believe the Naim either, the prophets either. They believe in oral traditions such as the Talmud and the Gemara, which is by converts. It's not actually coming from the Navim.
Oh
or
yeah,
the Torah.
well, yeah, the Edomites were descendants of
Esau.
Of
Isaac. They're ultimately descendants of Isaac, but the promise was given onto Jacob.
I'm going to read something from Joel chapter 3.
All right, bring it up.
This is the book of Joel chapter 3, reading from verse 1 and 2. For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
So it literally says there that the other nations have parted the Most High God's land.
Something just occurred to me. I thought the Edomites were the descendants of Lot, who committed incest with his daughter. So, the point would be, well, I mean, this is what I've been taught, it's what I've been told. So the Edomites, unlike the adult age difference between
okay, but sometimes I get like brain freeze.
Father Abraham and Ishmael, at least.
But he said Esau came from Lot, but Lot, the two kids he had with his daughters was Moab and Ammon.
Yeah, because it could never be legitimate because it was incestuous, father to daughter incest.
But that's not Esau. Esau is a descendant of Isaac, because it says in two nations in thy womb when he impregnated Rachel, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Esau comes from Isaac and Rachel.
The cheap copy I have of the Old Testament says Moabite from Lot and his daughters.
Yeah, Moab and Ammon came from Lot and his daughters. Yeah. You know who those people are today? Moab.
Yeah. Moab
Chinese.
could never be legitimate.
Yeah, they can never. But the Moabites today are the Chinese man. If you look up
What?
something, if you look up the Moabite sarcophagus, it looks like an Asian guy. If you look up the Moabite sarcophagus, which is an archaeological find, which what secular historians had found, it looks like a Moabite guy. And when you look at the migrational patterns of Moab, and they were on the eastern part of Jordan, they left through Kyrgyzstan and went into the Oriental lands in Asia.
Yep, and you can also look up more archaeology called the Moabite Stone, and it identifies China as the so-called Chinese people as being Moabites.
Okay.
This is the book.
I got one more thing. Is there any, like, let's be real, let's be honest with ourselves, right?
Yeah.
A lot of Asians look just like each other.
Well, so
Like if I were to put a Hmong man, a Laos man, a man from Vietnam, and a Chinese man all in the same room, they would literally have to tell you where they come from. You wouldn't assume that they all were
well, if you put a Somalian and a Nigerian in the same room, you wouldn't.
You would know a damn Somalian. Somalians got big ass heads.
If you
would know a Somalian and Ethiopian very well.
No, if you put a Russian and a Frenchman, you might not know.
They would tell you. But I'm talking about as a whole geographical people. A lot of you could go to China tomorrow, go in the subway, and be like, damn, there was like 5 people, literally 10 people that looked like this nigga. You would see that. Like,
I don't like anybody saying that word.
Well, that's in the Bible.
I got a quick scripture.
The N word is in the Bible.
This is from the book of Genesis,
Right,
chapter
sure.
19. This is just for clarity.
Yeah,
Chapter
bring it out.
19, verse 35, reading 9. And they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. And the firstborn bore a son, and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. And the younger she also bare a son, and called his name Ben-ammi. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day.
So the children that Lot had.
Cite the reference for me.
That was Genesis.
Genesis
19.
chapter 19, I read from verse 35.
I'll go look that up.
Yeah.
'Cause that's seriously important.
And then you can also see, you can literally see it in their physiological makeup that it was an incestuous relation, which is why a lot of them to this day, look like that. They look the same. That's just the way it is. We just gotta be honest with our
All right.
eyes.
Well, okay, that's interesting.
All right, sir. You know, and you know, at the end of the day, people are cut on that Moabite sarcophagus and the Moabite stone because, you know, at the end of the day, the Moabite sarcophagus looks like an Asian god. And when you look up the Moabite stone and look at the migratory patterns that happened through Turkestan, Pakistan, and all of that shit, those are not the original inhabitants. They kept moving east into the Oriental land. Not only that, but we're just being real. A lot of, come on, bro. You can't not sit here and say that if you go to China tomorrow, as you're walking down the street, you're gonna see 7 of the same nigga, bro. So let's stop the cap. Let's just stop all the buffoonery and foolery, man. We just gotta be honest. That's just what you're gonna see.
You got time for the word, brother?
What?
You got time for the word?
Not today.
You believe in Jesus?
Yeah.
I can ask you a quick question about Jesus. Is there a physical description of Jesus in the Bible? What color was it?
Shake it down.
He said Christ. You know, it just, yeah. It's a you play.
That's what I was thinking too.
You know, it's pretty funny. But you know, black people play everything. Black people are best. So
Looks like they had some questions. They kept going.
cool.
Two Arab They stopped and turned.
They
and
put
then
fringes
kept
on
going.
China. Oh, that's a
Oh,
scar.
you see that?
But even if you see in like certain clothes that are being made now, like with like the Eurocentric ideals, they starting to put fringes on like a lot of things. Not with the ribbon of blue at all. I'm just saying they're trying to imitate like the fringes coming off of the clothes. You know, they're trying to imitate that. Letting you know we're the salt of the earth, man, and in all things, man. Everybody want to be like,
kind of a little bit of something.
yeah, everybody want to be a damn black guy in these last days, man. So it's time to be a goddamn Negro, man.